who are we drawing today? Mito Uzumaki from Naruto Shippuden. Now, if you don't know Naruto Shippuden, Mito Uzumaki from Naruto Shippuden. If you don't know Naruto as well as I do, she's like the sidest of side characters. She is barely in the show whatsoever. She is the first wife, the only wife. Oh my god, he's not a hoe. Mito is the wife of Hashirama Senju, who is the first Hokage, and you should gosh darn know your Naruto history if you don't know that. He's also only the greatest character, low-key, high-key, my fave character. Mito is not only his wife, but is also the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, the first Nine-Tails Jinchuriki, before Kushina and Naruto himself, which I think is pretty cool. She's not really appreciated in the show. Well, not that she's, like, underappreciated. She's not in the show at all. She's, like there's an older version of her in a flashback, and she's, like, mentioned a couple times, but, I want to know more about Mito. I want to know about the first Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. I think that's super, super interesting and kind of important to the story. But whatever. So I'm drawing her here. I'm drawing her a little bit younger. I'm drawing her a little bit more sassy and free. I don't know if she was a shinobi or just a person. I think she was a shinobi. I'm drawing her as a shinobi. That's what I kind of like to imagine. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about fillers, because fillers is a big reason why it's a reason why I mention Naruto and then people like groan and roll their eyes. Think about it. If you watched Naruto when I started watching Naruto, which is when I was like 10, back in the day, before Shippuden existed, it was rad. Like, people were super into it. Like, remember Zabuza? Remember the tuning exams? That was awesome. People loved that shit. And now, if you talk about Naruto, they're like, oh my god, that show sucks. Why do people want to jump off a bridge or a building when I bring up Naruto? I do understand why, like, people can't stand it. And a lot of that, I think, has to do with the fillers, and along with the fillers, like, they water it down. You have anime, and I enjoy anime. When you have anime, and you're creating the show alongside of, like, the manga that's being written, you have a couple options here, because the anime, as I'm sure you may have experienced in your time, will catch up to the manga. And then you don't know what to do. So you can either, A, wait, like, stop creating the anime and wait for the manga to get, like, further ahead so you can continue to work off of that material, Attack on Titan. You can be totally just split and, like, fuck the manga, we don't need to work under their time, we can just make our own fucking show and, like, you know, do whatever you want with the story. Example would be Full Metal Alchemist, like the 2003 version, not the Brotherhood version. So, like, they just, like, I don't know, episode 25, they're like, fuck it, we don't want to wait, so we'll just, you know, do something else, and change the plot. Or you can do what Naruto does, and like, waste time for the manga to get further ahead by making filler episodes. Now, I have a feeling, I don't know this as a fact, but I have a feeling that the Naruto route is also the more expensive route, but I don't know that for a fact. It just kind of sounds more expensive. You're making more episodes, right? And that's why there are so many episodes in Naruto. If you guys go on Netflix, if you're like, yeah, I should, like, start watching Naruto, and you want to watch pre-Shippuden, and if you go on Netflix, all of pre-Shippuden is on there, but it's only like 50-something episodes. And I remember somebody telling me that, and I was like, oh, you know, like, fine, I guess they can't put, like, 100 million episodes on Netflix. That's, you know, okay, but it sucks if you're trying to watch the show. And then I actually looked at it recently, and I'm going through it, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And it's all the episodes. All of pre-Shippuden is on Netflix. Not spons, should be spons, obviously not spons, but if you want to watch pre-Shippuden, go on Netflix, because it's all there. And the reason it's only 58 episodes is because Netflix just took all the fucking fillers out of it, which I didn't realize. That's so good on you, Netflix. That is so awesome that they did that. They just, like, cut out all the bullshit, they cut out all the fat. So you can watch all of Pre-Shippuden on Netflix. It's only 50 episodes. So Naruto Shippuden is 500 episodes. Imagine how long it would be without all the fucking fillers. I want to find that out. If anyone knows, please tell me, because I'm very curious. But yeah, they just trim out all the fat. So, and anyway, that is, I think, a really big reason why people can't stand Naruto. Because, you know, they might be into the story or whatever, like they're watching Sasuke and Itachi beat the crap out of each other, it's awesome. And then all of a sudden we get fillers and it's like a flashback to like, oh my god, fucking Mecha Naruto, what is this? Like, what am I watching? It's actual crap. And that's where people can't stand it. And, you know, they'll buffer by making fillers. They'll also buffer by just like replaying flashbacks until you want to rip your brains out. They'll just, oh my god, if I haven't seen, oh my, fuck, I don't know, spoiler. If I haven't seen Obito die like 7 or 8 times, I'm gonna like give myself a frontal lobotomy because I cannot take that flashback anymore. Let me tell you something. The first time I watched it, I was like, oh, how emotional. Obito, no. And now I'm like, dude. Side note, I hate Obito, but like, dude, it's like, oh, like, have your bodies crushed under a rock, you're fine, walk it off, it's good, I know you're gonna be fine, like, stop crying, like, Rin, stop crying, he's gonna be fine, like, he should have died, he caused a lot of shit, honestly. Anyway, if you, they do that because they're stalling for time, they're making more, you know, they're making more episodes so they can stall for the manga to get ahead of them, so they can make more blah, 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 blah. Now, why does... The good thing about that is that when you look at Naruto as a whole, it doesn't stray from the manga. If you look at, like, Fullmetal Alchemist, like, there's fucking cyborgs, and you're like, what is happening? We are in World War II now. If you look at Naruto, it stays pretty much the darn same. And that is my signal for cleanup and closing comments. I'm going to wrap up this episode, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. This episode I talked about Naruto, but of course I am super excited and super down to talk about really anything, you know, under the sun, whether it has to do with personal silly stories or advice or, you know, comments on anime, video games, movies, TV shows, etc., etc. So if you have something you'd like me to discuss or give my opinion on, or like a theory that you want to share, please let me know on my Tumblr or in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, I take requests, so if you have an original character that you'd like me to draw, please send me a description, again, via my Tumblr, or the comments down below, and maybe I will draw them for you. Right now, it's completely free, so take up this, you know, opportunity. I will do a free request. So I do have a couple I'm working on right now. If you did make a request, get excited, because you'll be seeing them uploaded really soon. Thank you again for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and submarine, and hopefully I will see you guys later.